Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and whatever from wherever you are. Welcome to another live stream. With me, as always, we've got Mr. Glenn. Hello. Glenn. How are you?
I can hear you this week, so that's good.
Yeah. And got speakers working? Got your microphone working?
Yeah, it's all working.
Very good. It's like we get into a professional level.
But let's not go crazy.
No, let's not go professional.
No. Yeah.
Anyway, before we get started proper, I'm going to go through the comments because we had someone in very, very early. So meows a lot. First,
meows a lot for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy with us as always. Good evening, Jeremy. I hope you're actually here because I think he commented about an hour before the stream. So I hope he just didn't get bored of waiting.
No. I believe he's still with us.
Ethros64, we're going to jump back to this comment when we get to topic. I love 4K, but for first time watch, the 4K is £20 at HMV and the DVD is £1 at CX. I know what I will go for.
Sensible.
We'll jump back to that when we get to topic. We won't forget you, hopefully. Woody with us as well. Good evening, Woody. Hope you're well.
Woody.
Anthony Bello. Anthony, hope you're well as well. And to all the lovely people in the chat as well. Slipknot's down with us. Good evening, Slipknot.
Hey, Slipknot.
Jeremy, yeah, that's the thing. I devote my Sunday to the stream, cleaning and TV. Super. It's a nice end to the week, really. To G you up into the week ahead.
Yeah, unlike last week, that was just about death and dying. So let's not go there again.
Good evening, Alex. Hope you're well as well.
Hey, Alex.
John Robinson with us. Hey,
John Robinson. Still flogged in the Florence.
Indie Phantom, good day. Good day to you too. Outpost 31, good evening to you too, sir.
Good evening to you.
Send me out a lot. Hello, everyone. Posted that first comment about 4 hours ago. I think I set up the stream about 4 hours ago. I was a bit late to it. I've been busy. So Lynn next door, or Lynn in the other room. Hello, Lynn.
Yeah.
Still not saying that name, Glenn.
No, I'm sorry.
Johnny's with us as well. Good evening, Johnny.
Johnny Carrot Heed. How's the PC going, Johnny? Have you completed it yet? Fill us in.
There we go. And Jeremy went for coffee.
Yeah.
So
we are quite boring, to be honest. Coffee probably is needed to keep him awake.
Yeah. Now, we've got through those hellos. I'm sure there'll be some other hellos as people drop in throughout this stream, but I want to get this started kind of proper, if that's okay with you.
Do it.
I'm just waiting for that to drop in, just as a nice intro. Big Jace is with us as well. Good evening, Big Jace. You're well. And I thought we were getting started properly. There we go. Exodus Attack. Ready for a good time.
Hey.
There we go. Hopefully. And John the Movie Man is with us as well. Good evening, John. Hope you're well as well.
Hey, John.
So I'm not going to jump straight to topic today because I don't know if anyone's noticed my background's kind of different. I've got stuff missing. I've been busy.
You've been raided.
Yeah, I mean, it's been noticed already. Woody, as you tidied your shelf in the background, Phil? I kind of have. I've just moved stuff at the minute.
The bailiffs have been in.
Yeah.
New things.
So I've been. I had some damage up here. I don't know if you can see. Let me move the camera. There was some damage just at the top, just there. There was a leak in the roof, and it caused some damp, and it damaged all the paintwork. And I just wanted to get that covered up. So I stripped out the unit here so I could get it patched up. I've gone on with the white first, but there's going to be a different colour behind me. I just needed to pull everything out. While I was doing that, I wanted to get to the hull that I've been talking about for so long. And I've been doing it. There's stuff in the box already. I've been sorting out through, let me spin, through the tops of the shelves. They're all clear. And I've been pulling off some doubles and things like that. Pulling off, does that sound right?
Do you mean twins? Do you mean the twins next door?
Yeah. And, I've just been clearing through the collection as I've been repairing the damage, and the idea is now clearing it out to start doing a cull, which I have started. I'm going to start on these shelves in the bottom that you can see behind me when I get the day off and when I start painting, because I need to pull those out so I can paint behind them and get there. But the thing is, as I've been pulling things off the shelf, I've started to wonder, like, is it better having less? You'll have to excuse the mess because this is sort of partway through. But as I've cleared those DVDs and Blu-rays off that top shelf, and it's all clear, I thought, you know what? Do I need to put the discs back on top, or does it look better?
Less is more. Less
with
is
the
more.
clearer space? Is less more?
Yeah.
Is it better to have less on there? And it got me thinking, do I need to cull even more so I could have clear tops on the shelf, or do I just limit them down? What do you think, Glenn?
I think realistically that's a shelving unit, and you should be putting things on the shelves, not on top of the unit.
Oh, true.
You know, I'd never do that. Let's just pan over there a lot. Oh dear.
Oh,
yeah. Hypocrite.
unbelievable.
Hypocrite.
Yeah.
It does look neater. It does look tidier.
It does.
It does.
I mean, that plant that I put on there, that was just random because it was on the shelf just behind me. I stuck that on there random and thought, that looks all right. Oh, I'll leave it there. Shall I just put plants all across there instead?
No,
I don't know.
No. What? We just said less is more. And then you said, shall I just put a jungle all the way across the top?
I do think less is more. I had, you've probably seen in the videos that I've got my PlayStation over on the side, just there. And I had a load of, there was a load of little figures. There was like 3 little figures, then a Walking Dead pop, and I had the controller holder, which was the Mandalorian. And I thought, I'm going to clear all that out. I don't need to keep hold of all of it. So all that's going. But
are you going to put the picture up that you sent me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, that looks lovely. That looks nice. It looks classy.
I've got rid of the figures. I got a new controller holder. And I just thought, you know what? That looks more fresh. It looks more adult. It looks cleaner. It looks nicer. I think the wall behind it is going to get done as well. So it will look different to that again. But
God, you're like a proper grown-up and everything.
It's feeling like less is more at the minute. And I don't know how far this call's going to go now that I'm like, yeah, I like the space. It looks clearer. It looks fresher. Should I get rid of too much? I don't know. We'll see when I join through. But anyway, I'm going to jump to comments and see what people think. Unless you've got anything more to add about it.
No. When you sent me the pictures in the week, I immediately said, looks nice, looks classy. You know, when I was, because I took a load of, I painted all of this. This is all black now. Apart from the tops that I've kept oak, because that's my thing. And because I'd taken everything off of there to paint it, as I was gradually putting things back, it looks so much nicer. But then because I put everything back, it looks a crap hole again. So I will cut down again. I do need to move on to my books soon and have a bit of a mini call with them as well.
Yeah. Woody's just commented, knew it, that I've cleared some stuff out. You could tell straight away. AJ Pink's with us as well. Anthony Lepiello, so that's why you have no stuff behind you. It is at the minute. My unit that was behind me is just at the side of me. Literally just here. It's at the other side of me now, so I can get to that.
We're so interactive today. It's brilliant.
I know. I'm moving to everything.
Yeah.
Lynn.
You'll be in the garden next.
What actually constitutes as a cull, though?
It's a cull. Yeah.
I'm getting rid of films, Lynn. I'm getting rid of Blu-rays and other stuff.
No, but I think it's kind of there's a difference between a bit of a clear out and a cull. A cull is harsh. A cull is cutting something down by half or something.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be harsh.
It's going to be harsh. See, now you're starting to experience things clearly in respect of shelves being clear and things like that. You might get a taste for it. You might go a little bit crazy. You never know.
It's going to get back to minimalism. I'm going to be going to minimalist and just get rid of everything and just go all digital.
Yeah.
Outpost 31 looks better. More of a collector vibe than Hoarder. Absolutely.
Yep. There we go.
Absolutely. Woody, less is more, says the guy with shelves full of media and a mustard chair.
Mustard chair content for all the fans, for all the mustard chair fans.
It's there.
It does have its own YouTube channel as well now, so if you'd like to look for that. Yeah.
Jeremy, I don't know if less is more all the time. Need 2 accents. Jeremy, get rid of the pops.
Honestly, they've got to go.
Which pops? Oh, for me.
Well, you said a Walking Dead pop.
Yeah, that's gone. That's in the cool bin. There's quite a few bits and bobs in there. Lynn's just commented how
Lynn's determined.
Oh,
she's pushing you over the edge. Yeah.
All will be revealed in my next videos. Too keen.
That's a little bit sounds like your OnlyFans again, to be honest.
Yeah. Alex Graves, collector is having enough space. Hoarder is not having enough space. That's a fair point. That's fair.
So then you tip yourself over the edge to being a hoarder. So you get rid of a load of stuff, making more space for you to buy more stuff. So for a short period of time, you're a collector again. And then before you know it, you're a hoarder.
Yes. I think I will end up getting rid of a lot, but I think there will be other stuff that'll end up coming in as well. So I need to make sure I've got rid of enough that I have enough shelf space to then add more stuff back to it. And I think the thing is with some of the things that I'm getting rid of, they're easily replaceable if it ever comes down to it. Just looking around here, I've got a pile of Blu-ray on the floor from previous video that I did, and I can see on top of there's American Hustle, which decent movie. I like the movie, but keeping it on Blu-ray and possibly wanting to watch it again, I don't know. I don't think
literally brand new in Poundland. American Hustle. Yeah,
exactly. It's not been touched since I watched it, and I don't think it will be for many more years. So I'm just looking at how replaceable it is should that urge come again, but I don't think the urge will come. It's just that thing,
because it'll be out of sight, out of mind, and then over the next year there'll be another 30 plus titles or 30 plus films that kind of take priority, and all of those things that you think are important at the minute will just disappear into nothingness.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's some on the shelf that I don't, hand on heart, you look at them and it's, will I watch this again? And you're like, possibly. And it's like, will I watch this again over the next 20 films that are coming out on whatever else? And it's like, no, they're going to take priority. Once those have been watched, will that take priority to get watched? No, it'll be the next 20 films that are due out. And it's just thinking when it might get used again, if it's worth keeping it. If I've not seen it for 2 or 3 years and it doesn't mean that much to me, then it's got to go. It's got to go.
I just think at the minute you're forever kind of playing catch up with the new stuff. So, if you had all the time in the world to watch one a day, I think your thought process would be very different regarding what's on your shelves.
I could dive down now and the shelves that you can kind of half see here, that's the sort of superhero ones. I could pull at least 5 off straight away without thinking too much about it.
You're pulling a lot of things off tonight, aren't you?
I am.
You could pull at least 5 off. You're feeling energized.
All at the same time.
Oh, brilliant. There we go.
Stop it. Anyway, Antonelli Pello, as long as those pops are autographed, I probably will keep it. I've got to sort out what I'm doing with the pops. I think I've got about 5 left. And
I can see 2 on my shelf above me. I can see 3 on my shelf above me.
I can tell you which ones I have. I have Guillermo del Toro. I have Kevin Smith. Then Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees. They're the ones that are sort of knocking about in, or have been knocking about in here. Then in the other room, I've got a J.J. Abrams one and Stanley, which was not an official one, I don't think.
I can never work this out. There we go. Right, so that's Guillermo del Toro. Over there, that above me, there is Edgar Allan Poe, and then over there, that's my Blockbuster Video one.
Yeah,
and they're the only ones that remain now.
That's it. Johnny says film posters on the fresh painted wall. Thumbs up. Fair. I saw a nice film poster you sent me the link to the other day, and I'm quite tempted, but it's a large one, and I thought, I don't know if it would fit on a wall anywhere. I don't know.
It is very nice, but it's there's only probably one half of it that I'm actually bothered about. Is this you calling it up?
Yeah, I'm just looking for it now.
Okay, I can probably find it on my phone if you need to.
Well, I can share the screen right now.
Okay, do it.
I
do it.
There we go. Oh, it flicked. It flicked.
Wrong one. There we go. There she blows.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It is
I
very
like
nice.
it.
But
I
I'd
thought-
personally only be bothered about Death Proof over Planet Terror.
right.
But as a whole, with the Grindhouse thing, it's nice. I like it.
Yeah, I really like the poster. It's good. I'm still tempted, but again, it's just finding space to put it and display it. Possibly if I had it, I might force myself to find somewhere.
Well, I said to you, I've kind of inherited 3 of these bad boys.
Yes.
Snap frames. So I'm going to. I hope that was nice and loud on the microphone. I'm going to spray these out black, and there's going to be 3 of them over on that wall above that unit, and then I can just, if I tire of one, just unclip and take it out and put something else in and keep it fresh and interesting.
So absurd.
Yeah,
that's cool. Anyway, back to the comments. Where are we? I want to say hi to someone. Where are we? Where have I got to? Jerry's here. There you go. Good evening, Jerry. Hope you're well as well. Jerry. Oh, I knew your comment was there somewhere. The blue corner. Do people still really collect pops? That fad is pretty dead here in Denmark. I've not collected any for a good long while. The ones that I had probably 4 or 5 years ago.
You didn't complete the comment. Pretty dead here in Denmark. Ha ha!
Ha ha! Very good.
Ha ha! I hate Funko Pops. Actually, I think they're absolute trash, and I'm sure I'll build up to getting rid of Edgar Allan Poe and Guillermo, but
yeah,
they're rubbish. I still get an email through from Funko Europe or whatever with their new things, and it comes on there. And for a moment, you'll go, "Oh, I really like that film," and then you actually look at the pop itself, and you go, "Geez, that's crap. That's absolute crap. Looks nothing like the person."
And then, of course, you've got to keep it in a box. It's the unwritten Funko Pop rule that it must stay boxed.
Let me see. Go on, go through the comments.
Anyway,
Funko
Johnny, no pops, no figures. Watch the YouTuber doing the vids of Disney Plus and other tax figures overloading discount stores. You won't buy figures ever again. Atmos31, I have a nice Death Proof displayed. Displayed? What's a displayed?
What's a displayed? Displayed.
Possibly. Rich Hall, I've got the full-size Stallone Judge Dredd cinema poster on the wall in a snap frame, so I can certainly appreciate the desire to have favourite films artwork in the film room. Absolutely. I've got a few up here. You've probably seen in the videos that I really like and I swap out from time to time. I really should get some new ones.
My only one that remains framed in a snap frame is that Scream UK teaser poster.
That was good.
That still needs to go back on the wall, but I've still got to do another coat of paint on the walls, so that's why I've not done it.
Well, you've got to paint as well.
Yeah, it needs another coat of black.
Yeah. Anyway,
because I'm so maudling, man, and I just want to listen to the Smiths. Okay.
Without further ado, I think we should get to topic.
Do it.
Have we got sound? Where's the sound?
Where's the sound? Topic of the week.
There we go. I need a jingle or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're getting to format wars, and it's perhaps not the type of format war that you might be thinking of, which is the best format, because it's clear which the best format generally is. For a lot of the time, you're going to go for the highest quality you can find, the 4K. Sometimes, most of the time, if not the Blu-ray, they're the best, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what's kind of sparked me off on this is I did the video recently on the VHS, because I picked up the VHS of They Live from Film Vault. I trust everyone in the comments has seen it. I hope. Thumbs up or whatever if you have or you haven't. But there's a few comments in there that were not very kind about VHS and VHS collectors. Now, I know it's not the best quality myself. I don't choose to watch it. It was a purely display purchase for me on that one. But it got me thinking that the film collector community and a lot of the communities around this, they the arguments, it's always about the format and seems to have gotten away from being about what we love, the movie. And it got me thinking, why does it matter which one is best? Why does it matter what you choose to view your movies on? Have you found that across the community as well, that it's no longer about the movie, it's always about which format you have? Just because you have the 4K edition of something like Watchmen, does it matter that someone else that's wanting to discuss the movie has it on DVD or Blu-ray? To me, it doesn't. I want to discuss the film, but all you seem to get is just the absolute bile about, oh, you should watch it on this, you're watching absolute crap. And it's never about the film anymore. Have you noticed that sort of discussion across the community stuff, that the groups that you're with?
I know, I've said this to you before. Ultimately, we're all here and we all collect and various things because we are film fans. And that should what it is ultimately about. And like we said in the past about, there's a crossroads where people stop just being film fans and they became collectors.
Yeah.
And it was more important about buying in bulk and having numbers and all this kind of stuff. And I've said before, there's a couple of people on Twitter and I see them on a Tuesday in the States. They go out and they buy absolutely everything because that makes them a film fan. Whereas to me, a film fan would go in to that store and go, well, I'll buy that because that's a great film, but I'm not buying that because that's rubbish. That's mediocre. Why would I want that in my collection?
Yeah. And
we've got to get back to being film fans and realize why we got into this in the first place.
Yeah.
And that, like I say, translates to what you're talking about people watching on various different formats.
Yeah.
And if people want to watch an old horror movie on VHS or DVD or whatever because they feel it gives it more, what's the word I'm after? More atmosphere or something like that, and they love that film and that's how they want to watch it, great, go for it. Do it. Doesn't have to be Blu-ray, it doesn't have to be 4K and all that kind of stuff. We've got to get back to being film fans, and it needs to be about the film, not about the box it's in, not about the poster it comes with or anything like that, just purely about the film and the love of the film. And we need to kind of start celebrating everybody and stop ripping people down.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that I was going to mention. That I think as the formats have got better, somehow some of these groups have become almost gatekeeperish. And if you're not getting the 4K, then you're not part of the discussion. If you can't get the 4K, then you're out of it. And I picked up when Arrow did a bunch of decent releases, I picked up Usual Suspects, as you did too. You got the 4K, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
See, I didn't particularly see the need for the 4K. I wanted the extras and things like that. I didn't feel impulse to get 4K. So I got the Blu-ray. And when it comes to doing YouTube videos, if I was to do an unboxing or show my haul or pickups or anything like that, then I almost felt under pressure that if I'm doing a haul video, I should have to have the 4K.
And your Blu-ray isn't good enough. It's so inferior.
Why did I feel that pressure that I had to possibly, if I was going to show it, I needed to have the 4K? What is that pressure on there? I don't get it.
I genuinely think Blu-ray would have been enough. I was just carried away in the moment.
Yeah. I just don't know why it sort of not put me off doing a haul video, but it made me think about it for the whole video. Should I show this because it's only Blu-ray? And it was almost like the YouTube audience is expecting of it, the way it feels to me. It's like the YouTube audience expects me to have the best of the best. If I'm showing something, if I got the Manta Lab edition, you know, it's something that. Is it just the show aspect of YouTube and the people that are creating these videos that have created that sort of mystique of it as well?
Do you not think they've kind of fallen into that because they feel the pressure too.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's kind of, it's almost, they can't just, a standard edition isn't enough to put out on a video.
No.
It needs to be this all singing, all dancing, flashing lights thing. What are you getting, Phil? What are you getting? What are you getting?
I was just going to
show us.
A couple of DVDs I picked up recently. One fine day.
Yeah,
I picked it up. I picked it up for what about a quid or something like that, I think, because I wanted to watch it again. And the Blu-ray's out of print, and it was like 20 quid or something like that for the Blu-ray to pick it up from CEX, let alone We Buy Books or eBay. And I thought about it, and I thought, why? I want to watch it once. Why does it matter if I get a Blu-ray or a DVD? So instead of spending 20 quid, I spent a quid. And to me, it's just about the movie. I just need to see the movie just to watch it again. And I think I'd mentioned it before, and there's a few comments, get the Blu-ray because it's only 20 quid or something like that. And I'm thinking, why are people pressuring me to get the Blu-ray? The DVD is going to serve the same purpose for me. Sure, it might not be quite as good quality-wise, but for what I need from the film, it doesn't matter that much.
And for how many times you're going to watch it? You're probably going to watch it
once more.
Once, and that'll be it. Yeah.
And if I'd have bought the Blu-ray, it just sat on my shelf. And the other one I was waving around, that one isn't actually available on Blu-ray.
Right. Okay.
You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
It's a great little movie. It's a real.
I didn't seen it as in. I thought you meant that you got it. I don't know if I've seen it.
What?
I don't know. I can't remember. That's the kind of thing we'd have gone to. Because he's in it. Dude with the blonde. Yeah. I have. I feel like we probably went to the cinema to see it. There was a rash of things that came out around that time, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Very similar ilk that all kind of came out in one, and they've probably blended into one. If I'm
really good. It was a really good film, really good. But anyway, before we carry on with this one, I'm going to jump to comments unless you've got anything else to add just before. No, okay, right.
No, I was just going to say I'm kind of. But shut up! Oi. Rude.
Go on then.
No, go on then.
Okay. Johnny, video format wars just don't be as bad as gaming format wars. And it's similar with that as well. It's the mine is best. No, mine is best. No, wait.
I feel like, though, with games consoles and stuff, the nostalgia aspect is almost favoured over the new stuff.
Right.
Or somebody posting today that they've been out and bought a PS2 because they wanted to play. No, then it was a Pierce Brosnan and James Bond game. Would it have been Wildfire or something like that? Was it called that?
Right.
Anyway, he was thrilled about it, and all of the comments beneath were, "Oh my god, I love playing that, and that was great." And it seems more encouraged to kind of go back to older consoles than it is to kind of go back to older formats in films. I think I see more negativity towards older formats in films.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could judge me on my pickup of Braindead on VHS that I made a while ago.
And that was just for display purposes, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going to play it. I've got it on DVD, man.
Yeah.
I've not picked it up on Blu-ray because it was one of these. I think was it Spain that had it? I don't know.
Something like that one too. Spain or Italy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's quite difficult to find now again. But anyway, Jeremy, humans are trash. You guys are cool though. There we go.
Nice.
Outpost Data 1, 100% agree. The film is all important. The format is secondary.
Yeah.
I just want the discussions to get back to that. I want to discuss the films again, not the format, really.
The first question shouldn't be, what did you watch it on? It should be, did you enjoy the film? Did you like the special effects? Did you like the lead performance? That's what it should be.
I mean, the discussion could go on with the formats, with the extra features that you get on some, but then it takes the conversation about the film further. Oh, if you like this film, then if you look at it on Blu-ray, then it's got this special feature that shows the actor tripping up and falling and smashing the teeth on the pavement. Or
excellent.
I was thinking of a Melissa McCarthy film or something.
Okay.
Woody agrees with you. There we go.
Thanks, Woody.
AJP,
Appreciate it.
people buy every release, every limited edition and steelbook. That's a hoarder. I think they can be.
It amazes me when, like I say, there's a certain person that posts on Twitter and they're in the States. I see them they go in on a Tuesday and buy every single thing that came out that week. There is no way they like everything that they purchase. Nobody has that broad a spectrum of taste. There's just, because it's every TV show, it's every film. And I think that is just a social media pressure point of view. That they perhaps did it one week, got a little bit of praise and, maybe a few more followers or something, and they thought, that's my hook. That's my thing. I go in every week and I buy everything that comes out.
Yeah.
Because I need them people.
Yeah. There are people that will go out and show the new releases and will not buy them. And I think that shows some pretty good willpower not to spend everything. But there is that temptation when you're doing the videos that you have to appear a certain way. You have to appear to be able to afford it, be able to do it. And I think it's a bad trap to get caught in if you're not careful. Alex Great 321, my friend only collects DVD because he can't be bothered rebuying the same films, TV shows again, and for him the quality of DVD is perfectly fine and it's cheaper as well. I honestly understand.
I honestly understand as well.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of people, when you're comparing it to, if you compare it, I know about the quality aspect, then that's what we're kind of talking about. But the DVD comes out at tenner, the 4K is at 25 quid. It's no brainer really. For some people, if you can't afford the 25 quid, what's wrong with the tenner to be able to grab the film, have it, and be able to discuss it?
I've certainly maxed out with, you're already seeing like 8K TVs and stuff like that. If films start releasing on 8K, I'm genuinely not going down that route at all. 4K is kind of peak for me, and there's been quite a few letdowns as well. So actually, for me, the best quality, wide-ranging quality is Blu-ray. And I think Blu-ray is probably enough for most movies.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to go above and beyond that. I've bought a few things on 4K and they've been sidesteps. It's not enough to paying that extra money.
Have you watched the side-by-sides that Brian at Last Movie Standing did for some of the latest releases from like Arrow, the Deep Blue Sea one and things like that?
I've not watched the Deep Blue Sea one. I saw, what did he post on Instagram the other day? He put some side-by-side shots on, and I can't remember what film it was. I mean, you could definitely tell the difference between 4K and blue.
Yeah.
But it tends to be, it's not necessarily the sharpness of image. It is just how black the black is.
Yeah.
It's the HDR aspect, the color gradients. It's things like that you really notice. I don't tend to notice a massive difference in sound.
Right, yeah.
Between blue and 4K, but maybe I'm not set up well enough for that.
Yeah, you've not got the Atmos, have you?
No.
Oh, you should do. You need Atmos. You're missing out. You need it. You need to get the best, get the most out of the film, because you're not going to enjoy the film if you don't have this.
I mean, literally, when I put anything on, it does say Dolby Atmos in the top corner of my TV. But, the TV can only do so much.
Yeah. Jeremy Carr, I'm a Phil fan. Get it? I get it.
Well, this was followed up with, there you see.
You mean Phil M? Phil M?
No, film.
I was thinking about something like that for the YouTube channel name at first, because, obviously my last name begins with an M, so Phil M. The Phil M channel. Anyway, Anthony, why so many people are making a big stink about it? Who cares? Well, I don't. And you shouldn't care. Let's discuss the film. Let's discuss the films.
That's kind of the point of what we're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
the blue corner. You just know that if you got the Blu-ray and made a video, there would be at least one comment asking why you didn't get the 4K. Absolutely. And that's what sometimes worries me. Anthony, who cares about it? I won't make it about either. Alex, great. It's probably my TV and using the PS5 as a player, but I can barely tell the difference between 4K and Blu-ray. I use PS5 and TV for the 4K discs as well, to be fair, so I'm in a similar kind of boat until I go full OLED and designated player, not designated, devoted player.
Designated player.
Designated player, yeah. Jeremy Carr, liketh the stream.
Yes, liketh.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Do it noweth.
Woody, do the unboxing, Phil. You can state the reason why you don't want the beta or other version in your video. I've been thinking about this. I didn't know whether to go with unboxing or hauls as part of my membership package eventually, and keep the main videos to certain topics and things rather than the standard haul videos that you tend to see a lot of. I don't know. I've not thought it through fully yet. It's possible. It's possible. So me as well. Personally, now I go for Blu-ray or 4K because I have had to upgrade DVD to Blu-ray and was shocked and impressed how much better Blu-ray looked over DVD. I will buy DVDs if it's hard to find movie or rare. I agree, as you've just seen with those two.
Yeah.
Johnny, Blu-ray is fine. 4K as a format can go away. I've done enough formats.
That's what I mean. I think I've kind of 4K is I'm maxed out with 4K. Yeah. Like we've said before, you know, we've done VHS and Laserdiscs and DVDs and, you know, HD DVD you did as well.
You see, around
briefly, but
around that time, do you remember Video CD coming out and CDI as well? And I'm sure there was more formats, but I remember my cousin had CDI and I was very jealous. He had his Star Trek film on I think it was CDI, and he put it on for me, and it's all digital and all this, and it looked absolutely dreadful. I never went for it. I never went for it. The Laserdiscs were far better, but yeah, you could see the blacks were getting crushed and all pixelated, and yeah, it looked nasty. That did.
I'll say that's the biggest thing for me. Like I say, sound wise, I probably don't benefit because I'm not set up for that. TV wise, my OLED, I adore, and how black the black is and just the richness of colors and stuff, you do notice a difference from Blu-ray to 4K, but it's not. If 4K had never come along, I wouldn't have been watching Blu-ray thinking they could probably do better than this, you know, because I genuinely think Blu-ray is enough for most films.
Yeah. Jerry Chair, you pay your money, you make your choice. Absolutely.
Exactly, Jerry.
Movie Palace of Blood. Will Glenn be picking up Devil Fetus from Vinegar Syndrome?
Probably not, is the answer to that one. It kind of screams out as one that will get released over here at some point, but I don't know who'd pick it up. Arrow, probably.
Probably like Treasured Films or Film Treasure for Treasured Films.
Treasured Films, yeah.
Yeah, they tend to be going that sort of way. I think they'd be the logical step once they get a bit bigger and can start pumping out more regularly.
Yeah. It's it's not on my must-have list, but if it came over here, I'd be tempted. Definitely.
Jerry, and decide Chunky Box Biscuit Tin or Standard Edition.
Standard all the way.
And you know, this is the thing with making the YouTube videos. I know that if I'm doing a haul or unboxing, I could have a standard edition of a movie and do the haul or unboxing with it, and it might get a few views. If I put steel book and had the same movie but in a steel book, it'd be 10 times the views. It's amazing what a difference it makes on the videos that you do if you have a steel book or a limited edition for a particular title. And again, it's that feeds into my need for, should I hide that I've just got the Blu-ray edition, or rather than 4K?
Just surround yourself with biscuit tins.
Yeah, no.
And play them like they're drums.
That's it. Sorry, I'm just going through the comments still. There's a bit of talk about the retro gaming with the GoldenEye and Nightfire.
Nightfire, that was it. Whoever said Nightfire, thank you. That's what it was called.
Jeremy Carr, if you're enjoying the stream, click the damn button. You can use any appendage you like. Not just be careful.
Just don't show us, please.
Yes. AJ Pink, have you ever looked at the 4K subreddit? I haven't, no. People on there buy any film on 4K and use the excuse that the 4K picture and Dolby sound are great. They don't care about the film. Yeah, that's a type of discussion that kind of I don't like in my groups. I want the discussion about the film, not the bit rate, not the size of the disc or anything like that. It needs to be about the film. For me,
I've said before about somebody buying that Mantalab thing, and the comment underneath was, "Oh, I didn't particularly like that film," and the person that had bought it said, "Yeah, I wasn't a big fan." Why have you paid £80 then for this ridiculous? Yeah. You just unnecessary.
Alex Great, I am reminded that Black Rain on DVD looks terrible. A Blu-ray release could fix those issues. I think there was a Blu-ray release that looked pretty poor as well, from what I understand. I have it. I have not watched it.
Okay, then. That's something to look forward to. Now you know it looked awful.
Outpost 31, Steelbook Obsessed and Basement Blues from the States buy every title under the sun. Yes, I've spoke to Basement Blues before, and I think when we were discussing it, we were talking about slipcovers and double dipping and things like that. And to say he's probably our sort of age, but he said, "Oh, let me show you," and he bought 3 or 4 copies of Minions purely for the slipcover because the differences. And I thought, I would struggle justifying buying the Minions, even though my kids would probably watch it. I'd be a bit, but then to buy it as an adult, and not just to buy with one, but to buy at least 3 because it had different slipcovers. It kind of amazes me.
You can watch it 3 times now, though, because he's got 3 copies of it. So that's good.
Blue Corner, I have an 8K TV. Prefer buying 4K discs over DVD and Blu-ray, but 4K is the last format I'll collect.
Yeah.
Woody, Glenn, I think I've seen the same couple of YouTubers as you. These guys just go on about these 10 pickups this week. 90% of them pickups are a waste of money. It's madness.
Yeah, I wonder whether they purchase them, do the video, show, "Oh, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this," and whether they actually keep them, or whether they go and trade them in.
Yeah.
And they literally just do it for like this reveal on a video, but then don't even keep them.
Johnny, heard a few times the big YouTubers are getting them as freebies anyway to advertise their releases. I don't think I'd ever be picked out to do freebies because of I said, "Oh, you don't need this limited edition, you shouldn't buy blah blah blah."
Yeah, I don't think anybody would ever send me a steelbook and go, "Hey, play this, will you?" No. Yeah.
A few people remember the VCDs as well. Jerry Carr remember VCD. Jerry Cheer got VCDs with a few films. Blue Corner, VCDs and SVCDs. Has anyone seen? I saw a video on it. The HD VHS. I'm interested if anyone actually saw the video on it or actually seen the things out in the wild.
I remember an article on it. There was only a handful of titles, wasn't there?
Yeah. I think it was
why people have kind of chased them, because I feel like they're quite easy. It's a small number to be able to collect, but
it's
HD VHS.
Yeah, I think it was the channel was called Linus Tech Tips that did it. It's quite a big YouTuber, and he had the player and everything, and said it looked decent quality, looked HD quality, but obviously never caught on. No one wants tape anymore.
No.
Outpost 81, rumor has it that Blu-ray was able to incorporate HDR, but they decided to go with 4K to create a more premium product. Jeremy, is it just me, or are those getting buffering?
Well, the feedback from that was not a lot of people seem to be getting buffering, so I think it's just Jeremy Carr.
That's fair. That's
I believe.
But anyway, while we're discussing formats and also that I want the discussion, I would like to see the discussion move back to the film and the extras. I did do a slide. Why isn't the discussion film? And I picked a load of characters and things like that from various some of my favourite movies that I like to chat about, sections of or bits of, and I threw that together. And I wanted to know if anyone in the comments can name all of the films.
Yeah.
I'll give you two. Can you name them all, Glenn? Not out loud. Not out loud.
Okay. But yes, I can. Yes.
Good. That's far too easy.
Well, there's one that I thought, oh yeah, I should probably watch that again.
Yeah, and it's moments, the moments that make me love film, and the moments in movies that just stick with me. That
well, let's face it, everybody knows that's Captain America, and everybody knows what that scene is. And yes, I remember. I mean, they still put clips of it on Twitter and things. The audience reaction in that moment.
Yeah,
when he picks up the hammer. Yeah.
It's Jeremy's jumped in. We've got some here. Endgame, Clerks, Matrix, and The Professional. Yeah, that's so we've got what, 4 on there? 3 more to go, Jeremy. Come on, you can do it. Just while we're waiting for Jeremy to there we go.
There's one more from Woody.
Swingers and Leon the Professional again, So there's 2 more to go.
Your money, baby. Your money.
Yeah. So Swingers quite an easy one, Good one, Jeremy. Got us in there. There's
2 more.
2 more on there. But the moments in films that I want to sit on a discussion. I don't want to be sat listening through someone chat about the bit rate on it or how dark the blacks are. No, sorry, Glenn. But it's the moments in the films that stick with me that I want to know about. Not know about in full, but anyway, so Meows has jumped in, and we've got another one there as well. Alfred Molina on the right-hand side for Boogie Nights. So it's just the one in the middle.
Yeah. What could that be?
I think that could be quite a difficult one for people because it's not the greatest of images, is it?
Yeah, I think if you remember Crudups in it, then you're away, aren't you? But
yes. Alex Great, what annoys me is when they disregard Blu-ray and only do 4K and DVD. They've done new 4K and DVD versions of Bloodsport, and apparently they've done the same for 1984's Red Dawn.
Done new version? No, I didn't know they'd done new DVD versions of Bloodsport.
That's pretty.
I know they did the 4K of Bloodsport because it's ludicrously large.
Yeah.
It's taller than a standard case and it's wider than a standard case. It stands out a mile every time I go in HMV.
Jeremy's gone with the not the obvious answers. Wrong answers only.
Yeah. What I like is Jeremy never used to mention Debbie Does Dallas. He's been corrupted by us with the Debbie Does Dallas.
These are these are the ones that they're all films that have got moments that truly just stuck with me. And I tried to get the right scenes in there, but I couldn't grab them all. But I'd rather be chatting about my love for how these scenes made me feel and how the movie made me feel over anything else. And the image in the middle, the guy in the middle that no one's guessed, I'm going to stick out. It's Billy Crudup from Almost Famous, the Cameron Crowe movie. And it's just before that famous scene when they get in the bus and start singing Tiny Dancer. And it's one of the most incredible film moments for me. I absolutely bloody love that scene. And it's that sort of thing that I want to be talking about rather than the 4K versus Blu-ray and you're not a film fan because you have this film on DVD, not 4K. And I want to go with the discussion about the movie, not that.
And you only have 10 films in your collection, whereas I've got 39,654 and counting.
Yeah, I think actually did Last Days on Earth just clip there just before I started my little thing. Almost Famous in the middle, frontman Either Mike Stillwater, and the guitarist is musician of a top-notch band, Red House Painters. Here we go. Blue Corner. Paramount in the States are apparently done with the regular Blu-ray versions of their movies. You can only get Blu-ray disc if you buy the 4K or Steelbook. Oh, that's interesting. John Robinson's just added that Leon and The Matrix look great on 4K.
They do. Matrix looks very green.
Yeah.
Put quite a kind of a sepia, not sepia because that's not green. A color wash. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it still looks very good.
I know that with the new releases of the 4K, the discussion is going to be around the quality of the image and things like that. I understand that, but when you're talking about the movie as well, I just don't like the gatekeeping that some of the 4K people, collectors, would have against someone wanting to join the conversation about the movie that maybe only have it on Blu-ray or whatever. I just like to see the conversation around the movies and things like that.
You're an includist, aren't you, Phil?
I like to be, yeah.
Which is why you were pulling 5 off earlier.
Yes,
it's because you know you're a party person.
AJ Pink, I don't find big collections like over 1,000 that impressive. I'd find it more impressive if someone had curated a collection of 200 to 300 films that they love.
Exactly.
I'd like to do that. I'd like to be able to talk about every film in my collection with some kind of passion or memory or anything like that. Not just, oh, yeah, I've got that film because it had what's it in it. And that would end it. I mean, I had Man on a Ledge down here. I can't remember much of that film. I don't care that I can't remember much of that film. I don't need that film in the collection.
But it's part of your Sam Worthington collection, isn't it?
Good point, Sam Worthington. Yeah,
because you're such a huge fan of Sam Worthington.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because after Terminator, he was going to be the next big thing. I can't think of anything else he's done. Yeah.
No.
Was he in Rogue? The crocodile alligator movie?
Yeah.
That was a good film, to be honest. Yeah.
I'd
like to reduce all of that. I'd like to reduce that down by like another half.
Really?
Realistically, I would. Just like we were just saying, just actually have the movies that you would always go back to.
Yeah.
And not just like shelf fillers.
Yeah. Johnny, never a fan of The Matrix. It did send me down the rabbit hole of films that Hollywood had nicked their ideas from, though. That's fair. Right.
Well, talking of that, I mean, you know, you can argue there's not that many original ideas anymore. And it's true. There isn't that many.
Yeah.
And something like The Matrix, like you say, it kind of... Francis Ford Coppola said years ago, and I know I'm going off on the tangent, but there we go. He said, steal from the best. I think his father had said that to him. Steal from the best. And that's kind of what he said. If I saw something in another film and I really liked it and I could adapt it and make it my own type of thing, then I'd do it. And I think Hollywood is guilty of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Something like The Matrix, the Wachowskis probably did steal bits from here and there and everywhere. But just to show that there is no originality anymore, they're now remaking The Matrix, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought there was...
Will Smith announced something that... Because he was supposed to be Neo at one point.
Yeah.
And now there's rumours, and he started the rumour, or he said something in an interview that kind of sowed the seed, that they are going to remake The Matrix. And this time it will be Will Smith.
Yeah.
I hope not. I truly hope.
Still got the original.
Yeah. I mean, as long as like Chris Rock is Agent Smith, and they can, yeah. But then he'll duck and he'll miss the slap next time.
So no bullets, no bullet time. It's
no bullets, just slapping each other. Down.
Woody's just rarely a remake of The Matrix from Woody.
Apparently so.
Too soon.
Did
you read that on Facebook?
No. I love it on Facebook when they'll put like some fake movie poster up.
Yeah.
I saw one today. It was 3 granddads and a baby. And they'd like aged Guttenberg, Selleck and Ted Danson with this baby. And they put teaser trailer soon, released in 2025. And all these people had commented underneath going, I love 3 Men and a Baby. I can't wait for this. I mean, you see it on YouTube all the time where people put out fake teaser trailers.
Yes.
I mean, there was a fake teaser trailer for Superman, like on day 1 of filming. So people just put these things out and people go with it. But no, I would hope you realise, Woody, or you think I'm not that thick, but It was definitely something Will Smith had said, and he sowed the seed.
Fair.
That
So
he
my
would
other one just added they need to make an awesome Aragon, the book series, into a proper trilogy or more. The Aragon movie that was made is an abomination. Still makes me quake with anger.
Wow.
I think my friend Spencer was in that. But Jeremy,
Makes me quake with anger.
yeah, in the US for the anniversary of the first TMNT movie, is going to play in 4K at selective theatres. That's fair. Johnny, The Departed is brilliant remake, Hollywood done. Love that film.
Mm.
I thought The Departed was really good as well. That's
Yes.
I got tempted to upgrade the DVD to the Blu-ray to 4K not so long back. I didn't go with it though.
Yeah, there was a US release, wasn't there?
Yes, I think we've got one in the UK now.
Oh, did we? Oh, okay.
I think I've seen it knocking about. But anyway, I'm going to jump on. We're going to change the topic, Glenn. Kind of.
Okay, do it.
I'm trying. What did we watch this week? Yeah. If you got anything that you watched.
You know I have. I spoke in great detail to you in the week about it.
Did you?
Well, yeah. Pig.
Shoot it out. Yeah, oh, yes.
Pig. Oh my word. I was not prepared for that at all, that movie. We were literally sat, and I've read things about it before, and people who I like and respect have said, I really like this movie. It's probably one of my favourite Nicolas Cage movies. And we were sat there and flicking through, and Netflix had one of the things where it says 90 minutes or less. And Pig was on there. And it was getting late, and we said, oh, should we just try that? You read the synopsis, and bear in mind it's a Nick Cage film. And I know Nick Cage has made some very great films, but of late, he's done a lot of what you would class as straight-to-video kind of things, really.
Yeah.
So the synopsis is a man that lives in a cabin, people come and steal his pig, and he goes on a rampage in the city to get his pig back. So you straight away think, well, it's Nicolas Cage. This sounds like a little bit of almost a John Wick kind of style thing, but rather than the puppy being killed, somebody's kidnapped his pig. So he goes out to get this pig. Oh my God, I was not prepared. We were not prepared. How this isn't an A24 film that went to the cinema and got more plaudits than it has done, I've no idea. It was emotional. It was well written. It was Nick Cage's best performance since Leaving Las Vegas, Bringing Out the Dead. It's that kind of level of performance from him. Oh my God. We were just distraught in places through that thing, but so well written, so well performed. I'm not ruining anything by saying, yeah, I know it really. Yeah, it was quite. I don't want to give too much away. I mean, I'm giving too much away in the respect of it's the best Cage movie in the last. Thank you, Blue Corner. Wasn't expecting it. The trouble is now, the more I talk about it, the more people would anticipate something different than what they believe they're going into.
Yeah.
But it is just well written, well performed by everybody in it. It just, I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared.
I watched, coming off the back of what you said last week, I watched The Order on Amazon Prime.
We've not actually talked as to whether you enjoyed it or not.
No, I liked it. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I kind of liked it. It was tough, frustrating watch, just because of what happens, what's happened. Sorry, should I say, and just the sheer, just racism in the US is it's horrible, absolutely horrible. So as enjoyable as a film it is, it's just equally just absolutely frustrating with what actually happened. I know it's a movie and there's only aspects of truth to it, but it's it was well performed throughout.
I quite liked that it, although there was the whole white power aspect to it and what have you, it leaned into the bank robbery side of things, and it didn't kind of wallow in the hideousness of the whole, what they were actually about, what they'd actually come from, and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought it was a well performed film.
Yeah, Jude Law actually quite surprised me. I quite enjoyed him in that. Mind you, I didn't mind him in the Skeleton Crew. To be fair, it was okay in that as well.
Right.
And I just found him quite vanilla, quite plain, really, across a lot of what he's done. But yeah, he was pretty solid in that one.
After Pig, we watched following night. We watched Final Destination 3 as a palate cleanser.
The roller coaster one with Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah. Everybody remembers it for the roller coaster. Yeah. That and the tanning beds. They're the two things that everybody remembers for Final Destination 3.
Yeah.
But when the other deaths happened, though, I was kind of going, "Oh yeah, I forgot."
Why did you start with 3?
No, we were just skipping through. We were going to go with 5, which was the one on the bridge.
Yeah.
Because I could remember the other ones far too well, to be honest.
5 had some solid 3D in it when 3D was actually a thing as well.
So we were going to go with 5, put it on, and the sound on Netflix wasn't very good at all.
Right.
Background noises, effects noises were very good. The actual vocals type thing were pretty poor. So I came off it, and because I was in the mood then for something Final Destination related, we went with 3, which was okay. It was enjoyable. Yeah. But yes, AJ's mentioning Pig there. So good, very emotional, and a nice surprise, like you said. It really is. Like I say, how that's not wasn't like an A24 film. It feels so something like they would put out, and it'd do ridiculously well in festivals and things, and it just kind of just appeared with a whisper rather than a bang, to be honest.
Dutch Film Buff as well. You sold me on it. I will try and watch it tonight. Thanks. I think you sold me on it a little bit, to be fair.
Yeah, like I say, Nick Cage is, he's guilty of late. I saw the trailer for that. What was it called? Is it The Surfer, his new one?
Yes, yeah.
And that kind of feels straight to DVD. That'll appear on a streaming service pretty quick, I think. And I think he's been guilty of a few bits like that. But, he's Oscar-winning Nicolas Cage. He's Oscar-winning for a reason. He's got that capability.
I was one of them people that really, really didn't like Mandy. And that went against the grain of a lot of film fans. I really thought that was garbage for me. But a lot of people absolutely loved it. Absolutely.
You weren't taking LSD at the time, though, were you?
No, not that time.
I think that was your problem.
Right. That was your problem. You watched it in the end?
I've still not.
Oh,
it
man.
sat on my shelf, and I hovered over it as well after watching Pig.
Yeah.
But like I say, Lynn said, let's just go for something sillier and lighter, shall we?
Yeah.
So, hence Final Destination.
Fair. I like the Final Destination movies. Need to rewatch anyway. Last Days, I concur about Pig, film about stuffed pig and food with an ending that subverted expectations in a good way. Outpost 31, if you like Pig, have you watched Joe with Nick Cage and Ty Sheridan? Well worth a watch.
I'll give it a look. I remember the poster for it vividly, but no, I'd never watched it.
Woody Says Dream Scenario was a good recent Nicolas Cage film. I've not heard of that.
Yeah, he's is he some sort of professor in a university or something? It's the one where he's got hair at the side, but he's bald and he's got a goatee and glasses.
I'm not sure.
That was so descriptive of me. Well done, me.
Woody, I've watched the ones worth mentioning: Midnight Special and Yellowstone Season 2. Yellowstone's pretty hidden away over here in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah, four seasons have appeared on Netflix with no fanfare whatsoever.
I know it went to Paramount, and then
yeah.
So
is that another one a little bit like Halo that probably hasn't done as well elsewhere? But I think now Paramount were using it and things like that.
I think Paramount were using it for their streaming platform, but I think when the numbers drop enough, I think they're quite happy to sell it on for other people to stream it or even send it to retail. I don't think Paramount's is protective or fussy after their time period of people being drawn to their service for it has passed. If the figures aren't there, why not sell it to another platform? It's so I think that's what's happening with Paramount. I think they're happy to have it exclusive for a little time, but when the figures dry up, they'll
sell it on. Yeah. One of Lynn's sisters absolutely loves Yellowstone, so I think Lynn is going to watch it. But
yeah,
it's something I want to get into, if I'm honest.
Jeremy, Nicolas Cage is a gift from the heavens. Blue Corner, Pig just came and went, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's
because it's Cage. Yeah, exactly.
Cage. Yeah, with how much he's been doing, people just thought, more Cage, and didn't even give it a shot. It did come at a time when I think it was around Mandy, Colours Out of Space, and Pig all came around that same sort of time, didn't they?
Well, I mean, Colour Out of Space, that kind of dropped away. Lovecraft is difficult to kind of adapt to the screen anyway, but it's actually a decent film. It's a good adaptation, but again, it's not going to be to everybody's taste. Pig isn't going to be to everybody's taste, but it's I don't mean in a bacon kind of way. I just mean, film wise, it might be a little slower than some people like, but it was a real surprise.
Yeah. Blue Corner. Hey, Phil, did you ever get around to The Night Comes For Us? I did. I watched it a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if I mentioned it last week. I thought it was okay. I wasn't blown away by it. Thought it had some decent action sequences, but story-wise, it was a little bit weak for me, to be honest. I think they could have fleshed it out a bit more, and it was okay. I like the guy that directed it knows how to handle his action, and I will be checking out more of his movies because there's another one on Netflix. Is it The Shadow Strays that I might check out next? But I was fine with Night Comes For Us. I thought it was solid, but I just wasn't blown away by it.
He knows how to handle his what?
Action.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just check him.
Woody. The dream scenario. Yes, Glenn is a professor where people start dreaming about him for a Nick Cage dream scenario.
Okie dokie.
Netflix. Last Days on Earth. Netflix want you to design up to Paramount for season 5. Sign up. Netflix wants you to sign up to Paramount for season 5.
Yeah.
Johnny, Pig on Netflix, ain't it? Give it a shot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I may have bigged it up kind of a lot, and I might get it. Like I say, it's not going to be to everybody's taste. It was just a real. I keep avoiding saying pleasant surprise because it's not like it's a fun movie or anything like that. But it's there's a scene in a restaurant kind of halfway through that is just so good. It's so well performed by Cage and this other guy that comes to sit at the table, and they have a back and forth, and it's just brilliant. It's very good.
I also this week I started season 2 of Squid Games finally.
Hey, finally!
So I've got 3 episodes in, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. I know it got a lot of
very good season. I think it's a very good season.
There was a lot of hate about it.
Yeah, I don't get why, and everybody the hatred seems to come from, it's too different to the first season. Well, yeah, it needs to be.
Yeah.
If it had just been another season of people being ploughed into the games and stuff, what's the point? You're just rehashing season 1.
Yeah, to be honest, when it got to episode 3, potential small spoilers for anyone watching. I'll try and keep it as vague as possible, but it wasn't until episode 3 that they get into the games again, and I was really enjoying it. And it seemed to slow down a lot for me when they got to the games. It was interesting, but it's like, oh, we've seen this game before. We know what's going to happen, and it kind of slowed it down for me a little bit. And I thought, I want to get back to the story we're following. We've seen the games before. Let's follow the story through.
Well, the story you're talking about early on, it just kind of transfers itself into that. Trust me, it's up here and it goes a little bit like that, and then it just skyrockets.
Yes.
So you'll be fine. you'll
I'm sticking
enjoy
with it.
it.
I'm
Sure.
really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I like that they moved the story on. I really appreciate that. Blue Corner's just added The Night Comes For Us was directed by Timo. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Is it
Timo
Tahanto? Tahanto? The Big Four and The Shadow Strays on Netflix too. It was The Shadow Strays, and Shadow Strays is getting a sequel. So I might go with that.
Oh, I watched something else as well. I forgot.
Oh, shoot.
Gladiators.
Gladiators?
Yeah. BBC One. Love it. It's great. Honestly, it's been this season. Honestly, all the gladiators are just enjoying it more now, and they're interacting with each other. And Bradley Walsh is getting better at it. Honestly, it's great. It's good Saturday night entertainment.
Now, get to the big one. Because we're a physical media channel and la-di-da-di-dee. Come on, glad I'm bringing you back on screen and you've disappeared. Fool. Have you made any pickups this week?
No, that's why I was hiding.
No, I haven't either. I don't know why I did that.
To be honest, there's really not a lot out at the moment, I don't think.
No.
A little bit thin on the ground. The next big thing that I know I will pick up will be Nosferatu.
Yeah.
And that's not till next month now. So
I've been lingering around. I've not picked up anything at all this week either. I don't know if it's because I've been trying to do all this stuff and think about what I'm doing in this room or not. But there's been nothing that sort of popped out to me. I've been having a browse on eBay every now and again and seeing if there's anything knocking about that's of interest that's popping up. But I've not ordered any imports or done anything. So it's been quite dull.
No, it's been really quiet on the digital front as well. There's just not a great amount of stuff knocking around this week, I don't think. I mean, if anybody's picked anything up this week that we're completely unaware of that's very cool, then go for it. Let us know.
It's
Johnny Carrot Heat, totally, man. It was all about Jet. It really was.
Very good. Has there been any announcements that you've seen that's tempted you? Because I know Species, I think we talked about it last week, didn't we?
Species are from 88 Films. That's, probably a temptation. I don't think it's a pre-order, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think it's the kind of thing, if I'm in store and it's there, I'm probably going to be very tempted.
I know what I did look at. I did look at something and considered it, but then I took a step back. I was looking at picking up, after your discussion of Anora and how much you've been enjoying Sean Baker's stuff, I know Florida Project got announced from Second Sight, which I thought, interesting. And so
they're doing a 4K release of it, aren't they? Again, I think, and you could probably argue that with Anora as well. I think Blu-ray is probably enough for what?
Keep
is
talking.
Is that what it? Yeah. I think with a lot of his stuff, certainly. What did I watch where it was all filmed on his iPhone, where it was in LA?
This is what I was looking at. This is what I was leading to. So Second Sight released Tangerine, and I was looking at that, and it looks like it's pretty much sold out. There's a couple of places that have still got stock, and I thought, shall I pick up Tangerine? Because that was the one that was filmed all on iPhone, and I thought that could be quite interesting to see. But
I don't think it'll be your bag.
No.
Honestly.
Common sense took a hold. And I fell back and looked at where else it was available, and I found it streaming on Prime. So I thought it's one of those films that I really should get watched before I consider buying it, 100%. And especially in a limited edition form. Yeah. And I think it's after the hype of you talking about
we really enjoyed his films. We attempted Florida Project, and there was just too many screaming kids in it for us. It was just. You'll probably be fine with it. You've got screaming kids. I've not got screaming kids. It was too much for me. So we ended up with Tangerine instead. But Tangerine really liked. Red Rocket is particularly good. I think that's kind of up there for me. I've still got a couple more to watch. I've got oh dear, Takeaway, which is an older one of his.
Yeah.
And then what is the one? No, can't remember the name of it. It's about a woman that helps an old lady move a load of stuff out of her house, and they find something that's really Starlet. That's what that's called. I've
Right.
still got to watch as well. So I will watch them because I think he's a very interesting filmmaker.
Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at what everyone else has been picking up as well. Just before I do, Cammy loves movies. Sorry I'm late to the stream, guys. Just got back from the cinema watching Anora again.
Hey,
On topic.
why would you not? Why would you not?
Yeah, I've still got to see it. I did consider grabbing the digital copy and watching it there, but I've of course ordered the Criterion, so I thought I might as well just wait for that to come through. The Criterion 4K and see what I think, and then possibly sell it.
I'm wondering how much you'll actually like Anora.
Yeah,
and I think the problem is because you haven't watched it yet, and now you've gone through everybody going, "Oh, Anora's great. We love Anora. Oh, Anora's won Oscars. Anora's won Best Film at the Oscars. Mikey Madison's got Best Actress." You can't help but kind of get swept up in the hype a little bit.
Yeah.
And then will you actually like it at the end of it? Who knows?
Again,
watch this space.
Woody, pickups from me. This Settlers, a film by Philippe Glaves.
Okay.
That one, have you?
No, I've not heard of that one, if I'm honest.
Samuel's Lot picked up the Dark Crystal 4K and the Mummy 1932 4K, both biscuit tins.
Oh, dear God. Why has he come on here swearing? Why?
Stop.
Hammer time.
Film, not format, Glenn.
No, that's not the format, though, is it? That's the bag of crap that's surrounding the film.
Outpost 31 picked up Heretic from the States.
You really have trouble saying that, don't you?
I wanted to say Heretic.
Outpost 31, has that got better extras than the US one? Because I feel like A24 did a nice release of it, whereas we've got it over here and it's only got... Now then, it's either just a featurette or it's just an audio commentary and no featurettes whatsoever. I've not looked into it, but I would be interested. Let me know about Heretic.
Last Days on Earth. Where did you mate at the VHS shop get that Star Wars arcade game? I've no idea. I spent a lot of money on that when I was game as a kid. Well, until we learned how to get free credits with fishing wire.
What?
I'm not sure where he got the game, to be honest. If you
Last Days on Earth, you are just breaking the law.
If you go into the video in the description below, there's a link to the Facebook page, and I'm sure if you message him, he'll tell you. I bet. Just ask for Rob. Jeremy, no pickups this week, just watching.
And we're glad you are, Jeremy.
Wood has just mentioned Red Rocket is a great movie.
Yeah, really is.
Outpost 31 was underwhelmed by Anora.
That's kind of how I feel like Phil's going to be.
Yeah, I'm feeling that way at the minute as well. You build me up and then you just allow me to get torn down.
No.
Blue Corner, 90% of the stuff I pick up every month always seems to have an end of month release date. So yeah, nothing much in March yet. Woody and Nora didn't get a good review from the Critical Drinker. And Outpost 31, I have the A24 4K disc.
Yes, but
no, that's
Outpost 31 extras. Are there nice extras? Because I'd probably would I? You see, that's out, and it's what, £15 on Blu-ray, £25 on 4K. Again, I don't think I liked it. I didn't love it, so I don't know whether it even needs to be in the collection realistically.
No. Smear's Lot did say, but he's not sure he can get a 1932 Mummy on as standard. I think it might only be tin form.
You don't have to explain yourself with me, a lot. Honestly, my opinion is it's nothing. Yes, if you're happy with it, that's all that matters.
Last Days on Earth picked up Perfect Days and They Live 2 for 30 at HMV. Last Days on Earth also, and Unforgiven for a tenner. Nice bit of Gene Hackman. I think that was one of the till offers that they have at HMV when you £10 with any other purchase. I think.
I think one of theirs this week as well is Whiplash on 4K for.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I do like Damien Chazelle. Again, that's another film you still haven't watched. Babylon.
No, that's down there as well.
Oh, what a film! I truly hope over the years that people start kind of looking back at that and going, Why did this not get loads of love at the time?
Yeah,
It's an epic little film. It
we
really
really
is.
liked Whiplash. Oh, I really liked Whiplash.
Yeah.
Graham McDougall. I haven't picked up anything new recently, but did go in blind and watched Infinity Pool last night. That was a film. Not terrible, but certainly not what I was expecting.
I quite like Cronenberg. I mean, I'm a big fan of his dad, but I quite like what he's done so far. I find Mia Goth watchable in whatever she's in.
Yeah,
because she's just a crazy actress. She is. I quite like the concept of the film, and I found it entertaining enough. It kept me going all the way through to kind of find out where it was going to end up. But the sciencey bit, I'm not going to give anything away with it. Well, or should I? No.
I don't know. I'll stop listening. Sorry.
Anyway, there's a sciencey bit in there, and it is so cheaply done with just some like kind of flashing lights and you know that game that you can buy where you have to put that mouthpiece in and it really stretches your mouth like that, and you have to they literally use that as part of the whole scientific bit. It's that bit's slightly ridiculous, but yeah.
Fair.
That's my review.
AJ Pink, will you be watching Mickey 17?
Yay! Yes, we are. We're going tomorrow night, aren't we?
We are, yeah. Mandate.
We've got a date. Oh,
yeah. To be honest, Mickey 17 is one that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. I think it got delayed from last year, didn't it? I think it was out in November, and I was waiting to go and watch it, and then it got pushed, and I was pretty gutted. But yeah, it's been one that's been on my must-watch list for quite a while. I don't think you're as excited, or I wasn't getting that.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I really like. I know I'm supposed to go, hey, I like Park John Woo and be all like fancy schmancy like that. I like Robert Pattinson. I think he's a damn good actor. He's one of them that a little bit like Hugh Grant is now. Hugh Grant picks really interesting roles now because he can afford to. Because he's made his money, he can now just work with who he wants to work with and take roles that he finds interesting. Pattinson did that from the word go. As soon as he'd done Twilight and that gave him loads of money, he just went out there and went, I want to work with David Cronenberg. I want to work with this director. I want to work with that director. I want to do this kind of film. And he's just put himself out there, and he doesn't care how ridiculous he looks. I mean, the squeaky, weird voice he's doing in Mickey 17, it's not somebody that takes themselves seriously at all. And I really like that about him. And he's a damn fine actor. So, Robert Pattinson fan club for life. Come on. Team Edward. Team Edward. Anyway.
Sorry, I was just looking through the comments as well while you were talking. Big Jace, no pickups this week, like last week. And next week, need to work through my collection for a while.
Still got to take them all out of the cardboard boxes, haven't you?
Yeah.
With Adam Sandler there, look. Oh, Big Jace.
Big Jace is sent me a picture the other week with his the other day of his shelves built up. And I just want to know, have you started filling your shelves yet, Big Jace? And is anything being cleared out as you're doing it? AJ Pink got Fatal Attraction in the till offer. Michael Douglas, I had a guilty pleasure.
Is a guilty pleasure. Yeah.
Last Days on Earth, Babylon was excellent.
Really was.
Daz, all this multi-format collecting is nuts. I just got Black Hawk down on 4K, and the picture quality is garbage with all the CGI smoke and dust. It's very speckly and pepper potty.
This is it. It goes against some films. I said a couple of weeks ago about I'd bought 300. And have since got rid of it because, you know, that's filmed and it's got grain and things like that. When you watch the 4K of it, the grain is literally like somebody has pebble dashed the screen or glued black pepper corns all over your screen. It is so distracting. It's unreal. Some things it doesn't lend itself to. I do think things like I say, science fiction, space related things that are shot digitally, it's brilliant for. Other stuff, maybe not so much.
Outpost 31 is Heretic.
Heretic.
Includes Commentary with director and writer, behind the scenes featurettes, on set photography.
Okay, so realistically, only a featurette then that's kind of worthwhile or extra.
Yeah.
I'd say the UK one, I'm sure it's just an audio commentary.
So Meows a lot. Where are we? There we go. Still waiting on Godzilla versus Biollante 4K from Criterion, released in 10 days. Excuse my pronunciation of that. And either. And Daniel Turner pickups this week. Kronos. Oh, is that a good disc? I'm really on the edge of just ordering it.
The UK looks very nice.
Which one?
The UK one. I sent you pictures of it, didn't I, when I was in HMV?
Yeah, I'm quite tempted now. But I think I might just go for the Blu-ray rather than 4K. I don't know. I need to read a couple of more reviews on it. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to that. Kronos and Winchester 73 on 4K, Shin Ultraman and Sex and Zen on Blu-ray. Also saw The Big Lebowski at the cinema.
Big Lebowski. I'm the dude. Yes, you are.
It's been a while since I watched that. John Robinson really wanted to see Mickey 17, but I haven't seen 1 to 16 yet.
Chortle.
Kerry loves movies. Saw Mickey 17 on Friday. Thought it was great.
And that's it. Instantly, just with that comment, Phil's thinking it's going to be the greatest movie ever made.
Hopes are high.
Yeah.
I posted one Patterson in Good Time and High Life.
Good Time is, I mean, if you like Uncut Gems and what have you, obviously it's by the same people, but it's a very, very good film. High Life I've not watched, and that's actually got Mia Goth in it as well, hasn't it? But I've not watched that one.
Sure. Jeremy Carr, for those who aren't aware, when Glenn says 4K for sci-fi related films, he means Howard the Duck and Transfers. Buy it now.
Absolutely what I meant.
Fair. Oh dear. Have you got anything else to discuss, Glenn, while we're on here?
Well, I've got this rash, and no, not at all. I don't think. No, all good in the hood.
Yeah. What's next on your docket for watching, anyway? Besides Mickey 17.
I've still got. What have we got to watch? Nearly went with We Live in Time, Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield. Yeah. Still got that to watch. What else was there? There was something else as well. Can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I did kind of. Well, it wasn't to pick up. It was just over a week ago. It's something I always forget to mention when I'm doing the lives and things like that. When we're talking about pickups and things, I never mention what I've picked up digitally, because every now and again I do buy a digital movie and think, oh, I'll watch that again. And the other week it came on offer, and I don't know what came over me, but I thought, you know what, while that's $2.99, I'm going to grab it and I will watch it again at some point soon. I think it's a quite light-hearted sort of movie. I can't remember enjoying it that much, but I thought, yeah, you know, I might give that another run through, because the main star in it, I do appreciate him. I appreciate his work over the years. And
this is getting a big build-up.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. What was it?
It stars. It's a comedy, light-hearted comedy from the 90s, starring Christopher Walken.
Hairspray.
No, and Brendan Fraser.
That wasn't Monkey Bones, was it?
No, I've got that. I've got that on Blu-ray, and that's one that's going. By the way,
Christopher Walken and Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. Go on, I'll give you another.
Oh no, it wasn't George of the Jungle, was it?
No.
I'd have loved Christopher Walken in George of the Jungle.
The kids love that, by the way.
Blast from the Past.
Blast from the Past. I picked it up on digital for so it's HD, and it was $2.99, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to give that another run. And I don't know if it's the Alicia Silverstone thing of it, because I've been fancying trying to watch Excess Baggage again recently, because I remember that being pretty bad, and I thought, you know what, shall I watch that again?
Was that Alicia Silverstone and Benicio del Toro?
Yeah. In one of his earlier films.
An unlikely film for him.
do I need to watch it again? I can't remember if it's one of my remaining DVDs that I've still got in that I sleeved up and put in the box. I need to go check. But yeah, I was on a bit of a Alicia Silverstone thing the other day. I thought, yeah, I could revisit some of her stuff. And
so next it'll be The Crush, and then
no, I wasn't bothered about that.
Clueless is too easy, but Clueless is a great film.
Absolutely.
I lost track of how many times I've watched Clueless.
So some of the other guesses, we had Bedazzled on there as well. I can't remember much about it, but I think
remember it was Liz Hurley and Brendan Fraser, but other than that,
yeah, Woody says California Man as well. And I think these guesses, I think Brendan Fraser was actually pretty damn solid with what he did. He did some great comedy things, and it was great.
I mean, he was nearly Superman at one point, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was very much underappreciated at the time. Airheads was another one that was great as well.
Was California Man the one that we got renamed as California Man, but it was Encino Man?
Yes,
in the States, yeah.
Yeah.
But for British audiences, they thought, well, we can't call it Encino. Nobody will know what Encino is. Nobody knows it's a district. No, not at all.
But then it went back the other way as well, because when Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone got renamed in the US to something, because they didn't.
Sorcerer's Stone, or
Sorcerer's Stone, it must be, yeah, because they thought the US audience wouldn't understand what a philosopher was. It's ridiculous renaming. There has been some daft renaming of movies over the years.
Well, we were on about a couple of weeks ago, obviously, Reindeer Games.
Yeah. Deception over here. But there was also, it was called Shoot to Kill in the US, and we had it named and we got the better title, I think. And that was for, I forgot, Deadly Pursuit.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's called Shoot to Kill in the US.
Oh, you see, that's a film I need to rewatch.
It's great, isn't it?
Sidney Poitier and Tom Berenger.
Yeah.
Deadly Pursuit. That was a very good film.
Yeah. Kirstie Alley, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I wouldn't have remembered Kirstie Alley was in it, but...
Yeah, that's another one that's never come to Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got the...
So, Shout Factory, Scream Factory, whichever one it is, obviously announced What Lies Beneath this week.
Yes.
For 4K. That's exciting. I'm happy about that.
Like they've got a decent extra feature on there as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Excited about that one.
Yeah. Is it one you'll get straight away, or are you going to wait off the sales or anything?
Probably get... Well, I don't know. I think I sent you a link for it, didn't I? And with taxes and what have you, it was like £38 or something ridiculous. So it may be one I have to wait for. But I love What Lies Beneath.
Yeah.
Hussein Zemeckis did half of Castaway, went away, quickly made What Lies Beneath, and went back and finished off Castaway.
Yeah.
I would happily watch What Lies Beneath 1,000,000 times over Castaway.
I would as well.
Yeah. Talking of Zemeckis, just on a bit of a tangent, I sent you a thing this week, didn't I? That a film has appeared on Prime, and you'd never heard of it.
No.
And I can't remember what it's called.
Here.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you didn't know what it was. And I said, it's a Zemeckis film, and it's Tom Hanks and Robin Wright. And it's done from a camera's just in one position, and it's from Native American land to the house being built, and then a family moving in there, and it going all through the generations, and the camera never moves from the position. And you'd never heard of it.
No.
And when was the last kind of big Robert Zemeckis film, really, that we all went crazy for?
I think he
was such a huge... I mean, he's... I think he does producing and stuff now, but
yeah,
when was the last Zemeckis film that we got excited about?
I think it was going back to sort of around Castaway, What Lies Beneath, because I did pick up The Walk when he did that, and it was the 3D was big, and it was going to be going over the towers and all this and the other. But I think Zemeckis is quite experimental now with what he does, and this one proves how experimental he is, because not moving the camera through thousands of years, he didn't not move the camera. Yeah,
it's the US. Yeah, it's hundreds of years of history.
yeah, thousands. Yeah, there is.
Realistically, yeah. But
yeah, going back to Cretaceous time. But yeah, I think he's very experimental with what he does now, and I think that's why he struggles to get a big foothold with an audience as such, because all of his films are quite strikingly different style and everything.
I think they hoped that the whole Forrest Gump reunion type thing would bring a lot of people in, but is anybody really a massive Tom Hanks fan these days? I don't know if they are these anymore.
I've not watched.
Really,
there's a lot of Hanks films recently that I've just not been interested in, not watched. Possibly would watch, but there's nothing that particularly draws me to a lot of those stuff now. Like
no.
I forgot the name of a lot of them as well. My Neighbour.
That says it all.
Yeah.
Otto. A Man Called Otto. Yeah. Oh, he's a grumpy old man next door. Great. Yeah. Not interested. Thank you.
Anyway, Daz. Daz, if we had to choose between all the formats over the years and could only keep one and the rest had to be destroyed, what format would you choose to keep? I think at the minute, I think that would be Blu-ray.
Nostalgia would say VHS. If we never knew anything beyond that, then it wouldn't really matter, would it? But that's just with working in Blockbuster and things like that. But actually, as film fans and a quality picture and sound, you've got to go Blu-ray, I think.
Yeah. Outpost 31, anyone watching Severance on Apple TV? Is that one you checked out, Glenn?
We watched the first 2 or 3 episodes, and
I did about the same.
Yeah, it didn't grab us at all, to be honest.
It felt like too much commitment to get anywhere.
Yeah. And, it was probably a little weirdy-beardy for the mood we were in.
Yeah, I think I was about the same. I would have carried on with it, but it's one that the missus just wasn't interested in, and it didn't grab me enough for me to try and watch without it or anything. So, yeah, I didn't force that time. Woody, a good Brendan Fraser movie to watch is The Whale. That's one on my list that I keep meaning to get around to. Did you watch that one yet?
No, I don't know how it. I mean, the trailer made it look depressing. I think you've got to be in a certain mood to go into a film like that.
Yeah.
Knowing kind of how it's going to be and things, and yeah, probably not in that mindset of late.
Last Days on Earth, I like Here. Pretty sweet film. Outpost 31, Here was poor. 104 minutes I will never get back.
Dividing the crowds.
Yeah. Big Jace, I wish Hanks would go back to comedy films. Those earlier ones were really good.
Who have you changed to now, Big Jace? Will Smith, lot. It's Neo out of the new version of Matrix.
Woody, A Man Called Otto was good.
Okay, good.
Dutch Film Buff, DVD for me. The simple reason is you were able to watch movies in the correct aspect ratio from then on. Yeah.
Fair dues.
I think even before DVD for me, I think with the Laserdiscs sort of took over from VHS for me before DVD, because that was my first introduction to having the extras on, not just the widescreen aspect ratio, but actually having different soundtracks and being able to have an audio commentary or featurettes at the end of something.
Interactive menus as well.
Didn't have that on Laserdisc though, but DVD.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said DVD.
No, I was saying about the Laserdisc, how they, with the aspect ratio and things. But yeah, the interactive menus were quite a thing to behold at the time. Johnny, I want to see a Forrest Gump sequel with the son growing up, getting the Bubba Gump money and going off the rails. I
never understood. Forrest Gump is a very, very good film, no doubt. But Jenny was a bitch. Why was he just pursuing her all the way through the film? She was horrible. She was nasty to him. She always made out. She was like, "Oh yeah, I really love you." And no, you don't. You're a horrible, horrible person. He could have done so much better.
Got a bit of love for The Terminal here. Does like Hanks in The Terminal. Johnny, Terminal wasn't bad. Woody, yeah, I like The Terminal.
How long ago was The Terminal now? Really? I
thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Joe McCall, I missed that some movies and TV releases had quizzes. Can you remember quizzes?
Vaguely.
I don't think it's anything I ever wandered onto if it was on a disc.
2004 for the Terminal. That's
Yeah.
a few while ago now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scary. Anyway,
I think we've been rambling for quite a while, so I think it's time we wrapped it up. Unless anyone has any burning questions that they'd like to ask.
Any burning in intimate areas that need a cream?
Yeah. I will jump up there. Dutch Film Buff. The problem with Laserdisc was that many movies could not fit on one disc. I'd say you had to change discs in the middle of the movie. Yeah. That wasn't particularly fun, but it was certainly a step up from VHS for me. It was just a hassle of getting up to change the disc if it was over 100 minutes long. 110 minutes, I think, was the cutoff. I think it was 50 minutes or 55 minutes each side of a Laserdisc. But yes. Anyway, AJ says thanks for the stream. Sunday is complete now. So with that, I'm going to let you all go, and hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll be back next week. If you've got any topics that you would like us to discuss, either post it onto the Facebook group where one of us may reply. And if there's anything that you want us to discuss in full regarding collecting or physical media or anything like that, then go for it. Just one more thing. Jeremy says, how do you feel about collection critiques? From what way? What do you mean?
What do you mean,
you want us to critique yours?
Yeah. You're
doing a roast.
19 copies of Howard the Duck.
Send us pictures of your collections and we'll roast you live.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. Anyway, guys, until next time, see you soon. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed.
Bye.
Bye.